Hi, everybody. I'm not sure if you are old enough to remember the Blair Witch Project, but as I look down in my PC out in the backyard, it looks like a scene from the Blair Witch Project. But anyhow, we're starting up another week. I wanted to give you a bit of a personal introduction this week again, like we did the first week, because we're getting into a little bit a tougher assignment this week. What I'm trying to do is push you in this next discussion board post to focus a little bit on some of the skills that we're going to be needing as we move into the presentations and the final papers later on. And those, by the way, I'll be giving you the details on in the next week or so. I'll flesh those out and post those so you can start planning ahead. So this week's discussion post, it's happening in stages again, a little bit like the Popol Vuh discussion post that we did. You will begin by conducting a little bit of research. I've given you the prompts. You'll choose one of the prompts, conduct some research on it, and then apply the results of your research to the play Tartuffe by Moliere, which you will need to pull from like 5 scenes, passages that you can use to illustrate, to explain, to apply what you find out in your research. And there are tons of details about this in the discussion board post description. So take your time, read through that, ask questions if you've got them. Now, one thing I'm doing differently with the post this time around too is I've noticed as I've graded the first week's discussion board posts, sometimes early posters have a tendency to influence later posters. So there's quite a bit of similarity sometimes in some of the posts, and I think this is primarily unintentional. You read other people's ideas and they make sense, and so you apply them. But what we're going to do to avoid that happening, especially when we're looking at bringing in some research and writing fairly detailed posts this time out, I'm going to actually, when you submit your post, you're not going to see it right away, and no one else will see it right away. What I'm going to do, the posts are due this week, Saturday, to give you time with the research. Saturday night, like around midnight or crack of dawn Sunday morning, I will go through and approve all the posts so they can open up. And then you'll have another couple of days to duck in and post a response. Response-wise this time around, you're only required to respond to a single post. But again, in the discussion board post, I've given you some specifics about what I'd like to see in that response. So it's a little bit more complicated task. One thing I want to encourage you, I know you are online, so you're at a distance, and I know that many of you are physically at a distance out in the thumb. But don't hesitate to reach out if you've got questions or concerns. Online classes are tough, and literature classes are tough. So an online literature class is tough. And so I want you to know that I'm here to help you. If you've got questions, if you've got concerns, I want to give you as much support as you need. I did open up a thread on reading stuff, and I've added a reading resource in response to a question already. But if you're struggling with stuff in the text, in the reading, whatever, just reach out, let me know, and we'll muddle through. It's neat stuff. The book is challenging. Some of the earlier texts especially can be a little bit challenging, but it's interesting stuff. So I just know that I'm here to help you as you need it. And I am grilling, so I have to go flip my chicken right now. But let me know if you got any questions. I'm around. Have a good week.